Hello, Brian the Fanboy here, and today I am going to review Special Rescue Police Winspector. Now, or as they say in Japan, Tokkei Winspector. Now, this is the ninth Metal Hero series, which was first released in Japan back in 1999, and it consists of 53 episodes. Oh, and also, the series takes place in the year 1999. Even though the show was made, well, first aired in 1990. But anyway, well, the first episode starts where this man he kidnapped a baby girl, and then we meet this organization called Tokyo Winspector, which means Special Rescue Police Winspector. And well, first we meet the chief, I think. His name is uh, Masaki Shizuke. Then we meet this woman. Her name is oh, Fujino Junko. And then at some kind of laboratory, we meet a man named oh, Nunojoma Shinichi, and he was working on two robots. We have a yellow robot with a tire on his chest. His name is Baikuru. And we have a green robot with wings on his back. His name is Warda. Oh, no, not green, turquoise. Yes, he was. Anyway, also, this young boy, he arrived at Winspector. His name is, oh yes, I think it's Yamamoto Ryuma. I think of his name. Well, anyway, oh, and also there was this kind of computer named, oh yeah, Maddox. And, or maybe it was Maddox, but anyway, oh yeah, no, remember, eventually, Ryoda, he, went to this coffee shop where his sister works, his older sister, or Ane. Her name is, yeah, Hisako. And well, both Ryuda and Hisako, they were watching the news about the kidnapping. While that was going on, we meet this man named Kagawa Ryoma, and his younger sister, or Imoto, named Yuko. And there was some kind of like a garden that, well, yes, they tried to restore this garden that was damaged by some kind of factory fire or chemical or something, years before. And then, yes, Ryoma, he was called on duty, and he went. Also, Paikuru and Waruto, they also arrived at the scene to tell, you see, the maybe it was the criminal or somebody else, but there was a fire that's connected to the crime that's going on. And well, both Warada and Paikuru, they appeared to rescue the people, and also Ryoma, he was in this car called the Wing Squado, and well, once he arrived, well, inside his car, he said "shaka," and he henshin into a yes, a middle hero named Fire, and his henshin form is a red armor with a red helmet, black visor. Yes, and I think it's a little mouthpiece. And then he got out of the car and he rescued people along with Warda and Baigru, and also got the culprit and arrested him. And then afterwards, Ryoma, he took off his helmet like this, and then he did this, like that. he does that for most of the series. Yeah, yeah, each time he takes off his helmet. Just no. In the next episode, we find out that Hisako is really uh, she secretly works for Winspector, and does in and Rio that he doesn't know. That's a secret that, or Himitsu, that was being kept from him. And yes, each time Hisako promised to spend time with him, well, because when any crimes that requires her presence, to deal with, well, it makes Ryota upset because of all the promises she's been breaking about, spending time with him, not knowing that it was because she was dealing with some crimes. So a few episodes later, we found out that the reason Hisako joined Winspector is because, well, her and Ryoto's father, or Odo-san, also, work along with Shizuke because, well, and also they did talk about the creating some kind of organization, which of course will become Winspector. And eventually Hisakoshi deal with a crime in that episode, with the rest of Winspector. Oh, I forgot to mention that unlike the previous Metal Hero series, Winspector, well, they don't deal with a regular evil organization, and they don't even fight monsters. Oh, I forgot to mention the first episode that yes, the baby was rescued, and the criminal who kidnapped her, well, turned out to be a robot that was created by this mad scientist, and yeah, he got arrested at the end. But anyway, like I was saying, yes, no evil organization and no monsters. You see, the kind of stuff we expect to deal with are human criminals, like mad scientists, terrorists, crime bosses, those kind of criminals. Yes, and so yeah, that will happen most of the series. Um, Another thing we should mention that well, Hisako and Ryota are orphans, and so are the, oh yes, Ryoma and Yuko, and the two pairs separately do rely on each other because they don't have any other family members left, and they so both pair of siblings they have stuff in common. Only difference is that Hisako is the older sister or Ane, while Ryota is the younger brother or Ototo, while Ryoma is the older brother or Ani, while Jugo is a younger sister or Imoto. So yes, oh, and episodes later, which is something I really want to talk about, that introduced a robot that's similar to Bakaru and Wowerto. And the reason I mentioning this robot is because his name is also Brian, like me. Yes, and I was surprised when I first heard his name. Now, thing is that Brian, he was working with, well, yes, just like Bakaru and Wowerto, he was also made to deal with the kind of stuff that I guess his siblings deal with. However, well, sometime he was sent to the FBI to um, help out, and when Brian returned, turns out that he was altered, uh, during his time in America. And the people at Inspector they were surprised that and thing is that Brian he started attacking criminals without a warrant, and eventually the police. You see, the first time was when he started attacking motorcycle drivers. Oh, and there was this young girl. I think her name was Yuki. No, no. I think it was no, my whatever. Well, anyway, this little girl. Yeah, she was a friend of Brian, and she was surprised at how much he has changed. Of course, later in the episode, we learned that it was because, well, he was ordered by this man who has his daughter, whose daughter was killed in a motorcycle accident, and because of that, that man he wanted revenge on not just the motorcyclist but also the police, and also he talks to this doll that used to belong to his daughter or Musume, and yes, and he talks to the doll as he was talking to his own daughter, and yeah. No, during the fight between Brian and Fire, well, Fire got damaged, but then something was made so he can deal with it, and Fire got this weapon called Giga Surima. Now, the girl who was Brian's friend, well, she didn't want Brian to be destroyed, but uh, she didn't also want him to cause any more trouble. And then during a battle, well, resulted in Fire had to use the Kikosriba, but then eventually Brian his memories came back and was destroyed. But the man who caused the trouble in the first place, he ran away. In the next episode, he kidnapped the little girl and was going to have her killed so she can join the man's daughter in heaven. And also, at the same time, he was well, he broke into this computer to destroy all kinds of machines and technology. Then Fire arrived, and well, other the man said what he did. Well, the computer started to go haywire because since he broke into the computer to destroy machine technology, well, the computer was also a machine and technology, which caused the computer to get confused, and well, I think that he got killed at the at the end of that fight. And, but I don't think he would join his daughter in heaven, because the way he because of his last actions on Earth. Yeah, instead he probably ended up in the hell, for what he did, since he didn't got a chance to repent before it was too late. Now let's see. What else happened? Yeah, yeah. Most of the rest of the series was like filler. So let's see. also, during I think half of the series, well, Hisako and Ryota were not shown, but they did return, as a thing during the end of the series. And as the series was, I think, a two-part finale. But what happened was that after a year of the success Winspector had, well, there was a call from Interpol to have them uh, go to France and do be part of a division or something, and they were all surprised. And Shizuke, he said, if that happens, then he will have to dissolve Winspector, but he will plan to create a new um, organization in its place. And then, yes, there was news of Winspector coming to France, but of course there was also oh yes, letters from fans telling them that they don't want to go to France, that they want them to stay in Japan. Yes, and yes, it was a emotional moment for them. See, let's see. Oh, another thing that's going on is that well, something's going on with Ryuma's head, and it has to do with what happened to his body for him to become fire, and yeah, the specialist they did check the problem, but they couldn't find anything. Of course, if the team do go to France, then that means that Ryoma will have to be separated from Juko. And well, there was a flashback where during a fire, when their father, their father told Ryoma to take care of his sister, and yes, now Ryoma and Juko did talk to each other, about the possibility of Ryoma going to France, and it was a emotional moment because they couldn't stand. I mean, but they were so fond of the idea of being, separated from each other, that far. And the now, and then oh yes, at the end of that episode, well, there was a fire, and there was a little girl who was in trouble, and then as he was getting ready to save the little girl, well, something happened to his head where he started to see the girl as Yuko when she was younger, and started to get memories of when he was younger and the parents, being happy. Now, at the next episode, everybody was saved. However, let's see. Oh yes, Juko was kidnapped, and it turns out that the man who kidnapped her was the scientist from the first episode. As revenge for putting him in jail. And let's see. Oh yes. Oh, I forgot to mention some episodes earlier that fire. Well, the Winspector was got a new power up that can turn into a car called the Wing of Fire. Yes. Now back to the final episode. Oh yes. Um. Well, Fire he went to rescue Yuko and arrest save her, and the scientist was arrested and brought back to jail. And yes, at the end of the episode, well, for one thing, oh yes, Ryuma and Yuko they say goodbye to each other, and is in a one understood situation, and yes, Yuko convinced Ryuma to go to France, and do good work there, and Shizuka. Oh yes, before Winspector left, well, he said that he will create a new organization that will not only save lives or Inoshis, but also the soul and the brain. Yes, and so anyway, he saw Winspector off, as they were on the way to France, and that was the end of Tokkei Winspector. What do I think of the series? Well, I didn't find that exciting. Maybe because I was used to, Haitian heroes fighting monsters instead of just dealing with human criminals. But, I guess that's just my opinion. Now, if it's a for sure to watch or not, well, I've been trying to record something, but I can't seem to remember anything uh, that they shouldn't watch. But if you are a parent, uh, it's probably best you watch the series yourself first, and then you can decide whether to let your child watch it or not. It's up to you. And oh, also this will be my last video for the year of 2024 because it's the Christmas season and also the New Year. But I will start making videos again sometime in January of 2025. So, well, I think that's all I can say about Tokkei Winspector in this video. And also, please subscribe to my channel because it will help me a lot. And also, please share this video, like social media, like Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. So, Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time. Bye.